Tony, thank you very much for your time. Hope you're doing good.
You're very welcome. I'm well.
Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been doing?
I can't complain. I'm busy. And busy in regards to the business of football.
Yeah.
And I give thanks and praises, and I say every day, Alhamdulillah, 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 Nagode Allah, that I'm occupied, and I've seen the world.
Yes.
I'm still seeing the world, and I believe that it is very important that we have faith, and that we go step by step, and that we also leave some for others to come and inherit.
Yes.
I think this is very, very important.
About 8 years ago, I listened to you on a radio interview, and that was the first time I heard you say that there's no elevator to success, you must go through the stairs. Why is this something that is so synonymous when it comes to Anthony Baffoe?
I don't rush in life. It's very, very important that you take your time in everything you're doing.
Yes.
I always tell you, don't change the way you are.
Yes.
But research, have the correct information. Sometimes it takes time.
Yeah.
Don't go out for sensationalism. You have the headline,
yes,
and then the content is totally different.
Yes.
I don't believe in that. I believe in being organized, having a strategy. These are things my father, may his soul rest in peace, and my mom, alhamdulillah, she will turn 94 years, who's still alive, always tell me,
wow,
take your time. And Shakespeare also said, go step by step. Those who rush will stumble and fall. It is, because my saying with there's no elevator to success, you have to take the stairs, is very simple. When you're climbing the stairs, okay?
Yes.
And you get to a certain level, you can look down. You know where you're coming from.
Yes.
When you continue climbing, you look up. You know where you're going to.
Where you're headed.
As simple as that.
Tony, tell me, how did you start that? How was your beginning like?
I was born and bred in Germany, exactly on the 25th May 1965, in Bonn, Bad Godesberg. Bad Godesberg was a suburb of Bonn, the former capital. Yeah. It was called the diplomatic city because most of the embassies were in Bad Godesberg.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A lot of children were born, a majority of children were born in a hospital. I was born in the house.
Okay.
Yes. It's funny, my mom told me this 20 years ago. In the Fasanenstraße 4, that was the first house my father stayed in.
Oh, okay.
In Germany. Yeah, I'm the fifth born out of 7. My elder brother, Joseph Woodley Baffoe, passed last year.
Oh, sorry.
We are left with 6. And I'm also the only one who went back home.
Oh, okay.
So
the rest are in Germany?
In Germany and the United States.
Oh, okay.
I have a sister who's born in England, but she's also in Germany.
Oh, okay.
Cologne, Berlin, Munich, they are well spread. My mom is in Bad Godesberg, but she will be coming to Ghana soon, by God's grace. So, yeah, I started playing football when I was 9 years old. My elder sister, Rosalind, one day she came home. Her colleague in school asked her, he said, my father has a club. And he was asking if she doesn't have brothers. Yeah. So my immediate brother, Mike, who's 2 years older than myself, who's also, like my best friend in life. Yeah. So my sister Rosalind told us that, hey, they're training there. They want to see if you can play ball. And then I told my brother, let's go and show them. So we went there, but we didn't have football boots. At that day, it was raining. So we were wearing raining boots. Yeah. You see, those boots people use for fishing, or for farming, etc.
Yes, yes.
They were yellow. I still remember very well. And that was in exactly 1974. So we walked. We were a bit far because we were a bit shy.
Yes.
Because all the kids were there, and then he said, "Come, come." So we went there, and he said, "Where are your shoes?" He said, "No, we don't have football boots." My mom was not really pro football,
Yeah.
you know. So we got there, and there was a big box. He said, "You, both of you, take a pair."
Yes.
Then I looked, I tried. I said, "Yeah, this one is okay," but my brother couldn't get. So I said, "You take mine. I will play with the raining boots."
Were they smaller sizes? Also?
Smaller sizes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Only one size. We have the same size
Yes.
up till now.
Oh, really?
Same like my kids. We have the same size, you know.
Oh, wow.
So I said, "No, you take them," because he's the elder one.
Yes.
So I played with the boots. I dribbled all of them and scored. Following the club came home.
Yes.
And they said, "We want him to register." You know, back there it's not like they will sign you. There's no,
Yes,
it's
yes.
proper registration. You have to become a member, and every month you pay a certain amount.
Oh, okay. Membership
You know,
fee or something?
Membership fee,
Oh,
exactly.
okay,
And that's
okay.
how the clubs, community clubs, get running.
Oh, okay.
You know, we don't have
Okay.
that here.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So my brother and myself started. I played in the E-Jugend, which was under 9,
Oh, okay.
and my brother played in the under 11.
Okay.
Because he's 2 years older than
Yes,
me. And back in the days, I was a striker.
Oh, really?
You see,
So you started out as a striker?
I started as a striker, and I was scoring all the goals. I was faster than them, and I always played 1 year ahead, like with the group.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how it started. I came in the district selection, North Rhine-Westphalia, which is the region where Cologne, Dortmund, Schalke, Duisburg, Leverkusen belong to.
Oh, okay.
So they had these selections, like regional selections.
Yes.
So I played there, and this is how it came. And you see, I was also interested in skateboard, roller skates.
Oh, really?
And that day I was skating with my brother, and we had a hill. We were young. It was really a hill which was not so easy to climb.
Yes.
But now, if I see the hill today, I always say, "Why is it so narrow?" You know. But
We were growing up, it was huge.
yeah, exactly. So then my brother was on roller skaters. I was skating, and then a young man, he's called Mr. Leufen. I knew him from my club.
Okay.
He stopped with his children, and he said, "Yeah, I have the message for you that FC Cologne, the U team, wants you." And Christoph Daum, at that time,
Yes.
was the coach, and he said he wants you to come and train. And then I said, "How am I going from Bad Godesberg to Cologne?"
To Cologne.
They said, "Oh, you can come with us, and until something is arranged."
That was just after those two.
Yeah. No.
Or you had played for a while?
I had played for a while.
Oh, okay.
For 5 years with FC
Oh,
Bad
okay.
Godesberg,
Oh, okay.
but then I was
Okay.
15.
Oh, okay.
You know, and this is also the time when I lost my dad.
Oh.
You know, so it was not easy. It was a very
Your
tough
dad
time.
was a diplomat?
Yeah, he was an ambassador
Oh, okay.
in Germany. He stayed as well in the UK, and at the end of the day, I signed for Cologne, and Christoph Daum was my youth coach, and after 3 years, I signed my first professional contract. That was in 1983.
Did you still have interest for the skating you were doing?
No, at that time, once in a while, I used to skate,
Oh, okay.
do roller skates. I used to play basketball.
Oh, wow.
As well. I really love basketball. You know, that's why I love the generation like Abdul Karim Jaboy,
Yeah.
going to Michael Jordan. You know,
Yeah.
Finney Hardaway, Patrick Ewing, etc. You know, of course, Black Mamba, Kobe. Dennis the Menace Rodman. I could go on. You know, so I signed for Cologne, and yeah, I was one of the youngest and one of the first blacks to play in the Bundesliga. And do you know who was the first?
CK Jamfi?
No. At that time, the Bundesliga was not existent. If you understand, the Bundesliga started in the 60s.
Okay.
You see, I'm talking about Bundesliga.
Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Okay. CK Akono?
No. CK came after me.
Oh, really?
Ibrahim Sonde.
Oh, okay.
He was with Werder Bremen in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
He played, I think, 2 or 3 matches.
Oh, okay. Okay.
At that time, he was studying at the same time.
Oh,
but
okay.
CK Jamfi is an interesting name. He
recall.
played for my club, Fortuna Düsseldorf.
Oh, really?
You know,
Yeah,
so
okay.
yeah, I played for FC Cologne, for Fortuna Cologne, Fortuna Düsseldorf, Stuttgart, the Kickers. I played in France, I played in Asia. If I say summa summarum, in a summary, I played 15 years of professional football.
Wow.
I played for the Black Stars, and yeah, one of the most memorable days I had was the 13th January 1991 at the Kumasi Sports Stadium.
When you made your national team
Yes,
debut.
and
I'll come to that story pretty soon. But Tony, how was life in Germany like? I had a conversation with CK Akono on this very show, and he said at the time he came to Germany, racism was at its peak, and as one of the first few black players who had played in the Bundesliga, how was life like?
you see, CK came from Ghana.
Yes.
I remember the day very, very well. Well, it was after we played the match in Kumasi. I think we even played against Burundi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when my former club, Fortuna Köln, wanted him.
Oh, okay.
You see, so then you had Etepe Kakoko, who was there, Evan Kostede, Jimmy Hartwig. Those last names I just mentioned, they were half caste.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had Santos Montubila, who was with Saarbrücken. Then we had a Togolese. He played for San Pauli. Forgotten his name. My advantage was that I speak the language better than the Germans themselves. German. I speak High German. My other advantage was also that my mouth is very sharp. I didn't allow them to step on my toes. When I was younger, I used to hit them. I will give you a scenario. You remember the series Roots, Alex Haley, Kunta Kinte, Chicken George, Toby, Fanta, Kissy, okay? Our story. So I was working with my mom. You know, here in Ghana, the pavements are full of vendors, but over there you can't do it.
Yes.
We were walking. We were coming from the supermarket. I was holding the bags. And on the other side, there were kids calling, hey, look at Chicken George, Chaka Zulu, Kunta Kinte. And my mom said, don't mind them. I said, Mama, you're saying don't mind them. You're our mother. Me, I will mind them. So I said, Mama, you wait here. She said, what are you doing? I said, just wait here. I crossed 3 or 4 guys. I beat them up. I said, do you see how strong Kunta Kinte is? Or Chicken George? Or Chaka Zulu? That was my way of defending
yourself.
Ourselves.
Okay, not just yourself, but others who were also
Yes.
of the black race,
And my mom came home and she told my father, hey, this is your son.
He's stubborn.
He's stubborn, Papa. And I said, what did he do? He beat all of them up. I said, Mama, Ad, what did they say? They said, Chicken George, Kunta Kinte.
And what does that mean? Chicken
These
George?
were the names for the slaves.
Ah, okay.
You understand?
Yes.
That's what you have to understand. I don't care about the names, but they were calling us slaves.
I see.
You see, it's like, you know, we are the ones working on a cotton wool plantation.
Yes.
You know, so that was when I was younger. But later, you become wiser, you read more. I beat them verbally. You see, I told the player also once who racially abused me on the pitch. And we were winning. And I said, first of all, look at the scoreboard. We are down. And that was with Wattenscheid 09. Ali Ibrahim played there, and Suleiman Sane, Leroy Sane's father.
Oh, okay.
You know, we are good buddies.
Oh, really?
So he told me even, don't mind him, this guy, they're not going to prolongate his contract. I said, okay, this is a good weapon for me. He said something again in the match, and then I said, I heard your contract is running out, and they're not going to prolongate the contract because you are such a bad player. But you can come to Ghana. I have a cotton wool plantation. Only white people work there. So I was very sarcastic at the same time. Or I will enter a car which came to pick me for a TV interview.
Yes.
Then I was sitting at the back. I said, hey, Charlie, things have changed. Huh? We used to be in front. The man didn't know how to react. So just to tell you, I didn't allow them to step on my toes. And when I was getting more recognized, more famous, today, if you want to voice out, let me say, anything which you don't like, you can just tweet, right?
Yeah.
Back in the days, there was no Twitter. There was no Instagram, no social media. They used to write letters to us. And I remember especially white women who were married to blacks and had mixed race children. They said, what should I do? My daughter comes home, she wants to take off her skin. And then, you see, when they wrote to me, they put the numbers and everything. You know, then no mobile phones, nothing. So I called the mothers to ask, what is the problem? Yeah, you see, they all see you on TV, and I tell them you are the uncle. I said, where do they go to school? They gave me the names of the schools. I drove to the schools. I drove there, and I said, and the kids were all coming, this is Anthony Baffoe, this is Anthony Baffoe. And I said, oh, my niece, come. You know, in our culture, we say uncle, auntie. So I gave them that confidence that I am with them. They are from my family. Everybody became quiet. That made me realize that now when I speak, I'm no more talking for only myself.
We're talking for the masses and generations unborn.
Yes, the minority. So I have to show them that I am with them and that they can look up to me. So a lot of things changed, and that made me read a lot about our culture, about our history. People say I'm a Pan-Africanist, but I say I'm an Africanist as well. I identify myself with my story and my history, and this is very important to me. So to tell you, it was a tough time. I had bananas thrown at me back in the days when Germany was divided with the East and the West. People were spitting at you, you know, whilst we were playing, and making monkey noises, you know. They said, whoosh, 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 nigger in the bush, you see. Until there was a time in the 90s where I called Anthony Yeboah and Suleiman Sane, and I said, look, a friend of mine was working for one of the biggest newspapers, the Bild Zeitung, and he said, look, I think it's enough, you have to do something. And I said, okay, I will call my guys, Anthony Yeboah and Suleiman Sane. We wrote, we all signed, and then we send it out on the papers that until here and no more. We're also human beings. Stop this. We play for your clubs, for the respective clubs, and I think we're also making the Bundesliga interesting. The next match I played in Werder Bremen. I saw a very big Bob Marley flag uprising, and that I think raised more consciousness. And that was the start of the battle against racism.
If you just join us, we are still speaking to Anthony Baffoe here on A Prime Take. He's been giving us the story of how he started out, how he became a footballer, life in Germany as a footballer. And we're at a point where he's talking about how when Germany was divided into two, the West and East Germany, people could spit or throw banana or make monkey chants during matches. Tony, how did you cope in all these difficulties? And I remember one interesting thing you also mentioned, where you said that you and Sonny had to get one of the biggest newspapers in Germany.
Anthony Yeboah.
Yes, and Anthony Yeboah in Germany to publish that we make the German Bundesliga interesting and we play for your various clubs, which brings you joy week in and out. So we deserve some respect from you people. Tell us, how were you able to cope despite all these challenges?
But you know, the funny thing is, for instance, when I played for my club in Cologne,
Yes.
and then I played against Düsseldorf, the Düsseldorf, you know, the curve where all the fans were making monkey noises.
Yes.
But when I came to play for Düsseldorf, I was a crowd favorite.
Football fans?
Yeah. Sometimes they also do that to destabilize you.
Destabilize you.
Yeah, but you see, it was a battle, and you had to be mentally strong. And for me, I always thought about the next generation, for them to have it easier. You see, I was flamboyant in terms of the way I dressed.
Yes.
I used to have cornrow. I used to be the...
Exactly, I was going to come to that question.
I used to be the
where did he go?
I used to be the first black to play with cornrow. And they told me to cut my hair, you know. And I told them the more you talk, the longer it will grow. Because I was preparing for my dreadlocks, for my hair to grow. And I think the most natural way for us to grow our hair is to braid it.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, after Senegal '92, I decided to grow dreads. I loved and still love the way the real Rastafarians think. If you look at Lucky Dube or if you look at Bob Marley, you listen to the lyrics, there's always a message in the lyrics. And at that time also, both of them took a lot of inspiration from the Bible. And they knew the Bible from A to Z. You know, so that was also sort of a rebellism, that you cannot tell me what to wear,
what to do,
or what to do. Yes, if you're a coach and I'm playing,
yes,
but not
how I look,
what I should wear. And one of my coaches, he was an Austrian. We lost the match against Suleiman Sane's team, a friendly match, I think 4-0, and I didn't play well at all. And then he said, look at you, you think you're Ruud Gullit with your braids and all these things. What is this? And then he continued talking. Then he asked if anyone has got something to say. And I said, yes. He said, what is the problem? I said, the suit you're wearing is very ugly. And he started, why are you saying this? Oh, what do you mean? I said, have you realized how you reacted when I attacked you personally? Personally. This is the same what you did. You can tell me that I played bad. You're the coach. I can't say anything because you are the boss. But please don't tell me what to wear and how to look. My color, I didn't choose it. It's God who gave it to me. So then he said, oh, I'm not a racist. I said, who's talking about racism? Nobody spoke about racism. I just spoke about what you did to me, and I did the same to you, and you saw the reaction. And you want me to react cool? No way. So just to let you know that character is not, you can't learn it to have a certain character. Either you're born with it and I was an activist. I'm still an activist. You see, Bob Marley said, I'm a rebel for a good cause. I'm a rebel for a good cause too.
How did you move from being a striker to a defender?
Well, you know, I think I'm not the only one who started like that.
Yes.
You see, at the end of it, that's how they discover you, because you score a lot of goals, you're different, you're faster than the others, and then gradually I moved to the defense, and then they put me on the right wing because I was quite fast, I could cross well, but my position was normally in the heart of the defense. But when you were 18, they would never allow you to play in the heart of the defense. It's not like today.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I started. That's how I came to play in Ghana too.
The defense,
you know,
was it for only matured players or something?
Yeah, especially at that time we played with the libero.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah.
behind the two stoppers,
yes,
etc.
Yes, I get
so when I was playing two, I played like a number 7. You know, moving forward, my shooting abilities and my shooting technique was quite good. I scored a lot of free kicks, penalties. I crossed a lot. You know, so, but you have to be versatile as a defender, and I believe when you're a defender, you must be able to play 4, 5, 3, depending on your leg, or 2, and also 6. This is how I grew up.
You're more of a versatile player.
Yeah.
How did your national team call-up come about? And before that, why did you choose Ghana over Germany?
When I was 15, 16, we were all in Duisburg. That's one of the regional technical centers, and all the regions came together. This is how they select the under-16 national team.
Yes.
And before that, they had a pupils national team.
Oh, okay.
There were like 7, 8 pitches, and all the regions, like I said, they are there. All the scouts from the German Football Association were there, and at that time it was Bertie Fuchs who was the coach.
Okay.
And you know, then I was approached that I am on the list to be recruited for the under-16 national team.
Okay.
And when the coach spoke to me, he asked me, "But you're interested, huh?" And I said, "Well, I will come if you can give me one player in the senior national team with whom I can identify myself." Do you understand this?
Yes. It means that
there was no black at that time,
there was
just
no
to
black
answer your question.
inside the national team,
Yes.
the senior national team.
Yes.
So you couldn't identify yourself as
Yes.
a German.
Yes.
Totally. It's quite an interesting one. So then you chose to play for Ghana?
No, not by then. I didn't choose anything because I was 16. So I continued playing in my youth team, FC Cologne.
So you either played for the youth club and not for their youth national team?
Exactly. So I played in all the selections, you know, regional selections, etc. West German selection, you know. But then the next step, it never came. Even by then, if I would have played once, I could have never played for Ghana
yes.
again. But by then, Ghana was not on my mind, to be honest. You see, I was just thinking of playing football. Yeah. And it was once in 86 or 87, Rudi Guttendorf. He was also the Black Star coach. I was playing in Stuttgart.
Oh,
and
okay.
He approached me also that I should come and play for Ghana. And then it also didn't happen. You see, today we have international match days.
Yes.
Back then, it was not like that.
It was not there.
Especially Africa was not part of their plans. African Cup and qualifiers, you know.
So those structures...
No, we're not there, that you have a common international day, you see. But then the Europeans, of course, the players could go,
yes.
But nobody thought of Africa then. And this is a great reform, you know. So, Ablade Kuma, Nanaya Amaning, Ali Ibrahim, and Richard Now. Even Michael Osei also came. We stayed together with my uncle, Andy Quist. And he was a Hearts fan. And
Accra Hasselhoff?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And but may his soul rest in peace. He passed. And Richard now, Abla de Kuma, yeah, Nanaya Amaning, Ali Ibrahim, we're there, we were talking, and see, we were chopping kinke together. And if I see Abla de Kuma, you know, we have that saying that, hey, you still owe me my kinke. You know, but joke aside, when we're together eating, then one of them said, Tony, when are you coming to play for Ghana? And I said, when the time is right,
I'll come.
I'll come. Then Bokatsize, you know, you say Bokatsize,
Yeah.
but the Germans say Bokatsize.
Oh, okay, okay.
He came to Cologne, and he said, at that time I was playing for Fortuna Düsseldorf, but
okay.
I stayed in Cologne. I really want you to come and play for Ghana. And I repeated the same sentence. I said, the boys have already told me, and I promised them when the time is right, I'll come. In the winter period, from December to beginning February, we used to have indoor soccer.
Okay.
Today they call it futsal.
Oh, okay.
But we used to play 5-a-side. It was part of the preparation.
Yeah, the 5-a-side.
Yeah.
We've all played some.
Yeah, but indoors,
yes,
you know?
Yes.
So then I asked my club, this is the invitation I have, you know, but then they sent a fax. You see,
yes,
no electronic
mail,
mail, it was a
no
fax.
Email, it was always a fax. Yes.
And then I said, the time has come.
I want to go and play.
Yeah, and I will never forget. Anthony Baffoe has arrived, special bed for him. I arrived, and everybody thought I'm tall,
yes.
but they thought I was such a giant, you know. And I also remember that picture between Ajit Lee and myself,
okay.
the tallest and the shortest. So I arrived in Winneba
yes.
at 3 a.m. They took me to the bungalow of the coach,
yes.
where I slept. I got up in the morning and I said, please, where are the players? They said, no, you know, there are mosquitoes and you should stay here and sleep here. And I said, but I want to be with the team. I don't want to stay here. And they said, okay, please, take the bed to the other side. I want to stay with the team. When I arrived, everybody was clapping. And Sabato, Ali Ibrahim, Nanaya Amaning was not there, but Richard now, they said, we told you, he's a Rasta man. At that time, I didn't have the locks, but
yes.
they knew the way I was thinking.
Yeah.
They said, you will never stay there.
Your kind of mindset.
Yes. So I got there, and then following day, 9 o'clock breakfast. It's 2 minutes to 9.
Yeah.
You know me and my time.
Very time conscious.
Yes. I was running to be on time at breakfast. Exactly 9 o'clock, I'm there. And I just said, welcome to Accra, welcome to Ghana. Nobody was there.
Oh. Yeah. So you got there and there was no one.
No one was
one
there.
They said breakfast is at 9.
Yeah, no, nobody was there.
What time did they come?
Oh, they were coming 9:30, 9:40, you know. But I always said, this is not how I'm going to be.
Yeah.
You know, so I always kept to my time.
To your time.
Yeah, so this is how I started, and then we went to Kumasi on the 13th January. We played the match,
when
full house.
Flying that picture is very famous online.
Yeah, and it is something which touches me up to today. You don't know the feeling I have when I listen to the national anthem. It's something special. And it was, you know, we won 4-0.
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes to the end, Bokatsis told me, I will substitute you. I want you to get the feeling of the crowd.
Yeah.
You know. So, and changed me. I had a rousing applause, and till now I have goosebumps. I never regretted to play for Ghana, you know. And there was a guy standing beside the substitute bench. You know, if I would have been a general coordinator, he could have never stand there. But back in the days, everything.
Yeah. There was so much freedom.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was so much freedom. I took the flag and I did the lap of honor. That symbolic picture has gone through generations.
Yeah.
When I spoke to Stephen Appiah, Mathieu Amoah, Michael Essien, Sule, they said, we remember you when you came to play for Ghana with the flag. Time. Ibrahim Tanko even told me, he showed me, he was there, right, sitting there in the crowd. You see,
wow.
Same like Yusuf,
Yeah.
Chipsa, you know, and it is something very, very special. And I've never regretted to play for Mother Ghana.
How would you describe your national team career?
Well, I played roughly 20-something games. And I played in the AFCON 1992
Yes.
and 1994. After that, I made a statement, a strong statement against some of the officials. Because at that time, there was a lot of interference, this, that. And when I spoke, I don't know which player, he came to me, he said, hey, here, you know, you cannot say this, that. And I told him that nobody buys my dokunu for me. I buy it
yourself.
I buy it myself. And yeah, this is how I then didn't play for the national team again. They called me 3-4 times, but you know, I called it. Yeah, it was a good time, and
brief.
Yeah, it was like 5 years, you know, 4 or 5 years, and for me it's fine. I think I made an impact, you see, and I have good memories. Though I missed the penalty in 1992. And you know, people always talk about the bad one first.
I was always going to ask that question.
No, if you wouldn't have asked that question, you would not be a journalist. You know, so I scored the first. Everybody shot, and then it was my turn again.
Yes.
And Alain Guamene saved it, and I always tell him, I made you popular. You know, so we are very good friends.
But it rather made you unpopular, because many people actually felt that Ghana could have won that tournament if you had buried that.
I don't think he made me unpopular, you know, but then I think people knew that I was the first to be born in the diaspora to play for Ghana. And I think I had a very good African Cup as well in 1992. Yes. Even when we arrived, people carried me. Yes. And what happened when we got back?
So I saw a picture online when I was doing the research for this conversation, and I saw a picture that you were being carried.
Yes, when we arrived at the airport.
Oh, okay.
You see, and you know, we went town to town. I don't know what would have happened if we would have won the cup.
That would have been something else.
Yeah, it was crazy. And you see, maybe today, with all the social media, people would have insulted me, maybe. You know, yeah, you never know.
Yes, yes.
You see, but I think people know to now that I'm a patriot, that I love Ghana, I love Africa. And one journalist even asked me, do you feel like stopping your career? And then I asked him, did Maradona stop his career when he missed a penalty? Did Lothar Matthäus stop his career when he missed a penalty? In life, people always remember bad things.
The bad ones.
You understand? But I have a lot of positive things to tell about Ghana and the national team. And up till now, I never regretted it.
Tony, there are many stories about that grand finale of Senegal 1992, about how you became the captain for that final. Many people actually say that, okay, it was the decision of the maestro for you to captain the team. What transpired?
Maestro and myself, up to now, we are very close. He's a brother. We speak very often. We shared one big bet together in the national team. Okay,
so you were his roommate?
Yeah, we were his roommate.
Oh, okay.
And you see, a lot of people speak about things they don't know. So what you have heard, somebody has told you. Now you are speaking to the source. Abdi never ever told me that I'm going to be the captain for the finals. And this is how it is. For me, to tell you honestly, there were a lot of things going on, but I was new in the team. There are a lot of things even I got to know about later. And you see, we are in 2022. We're getting to 2023. And we're still talking about it.
That's exactly 30 years today.
Yeah, for me it's, you know, I heard people, former colleagues speaking about it. I'm okay with my soul, you know, that I didn't go to ask for the captainship to be given to me.
Yes.
It was Otto Pfister who did it. But I never knew what was behind these things, because I was new in the team.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
I see.
Later on, I got to know so many things, because for me, I didn't care about if this one is an Ashanti or Ga or Ewe. I wanted to come and play and also win the cup.
So there was this kind of, this person is Ashanti, this person is a Ga, this person is a Neve. There's some kind of tribalism in the camp?
No, I can't say that, but there were groups. In every national team, you have groups, people who get along more than others. But
yes,
you see the impact later
it had on the team.
It had on the team. I didn't know the sources, the depth behind all this. You see, because
it was just an innocent
player, absolutely,
within the team.
You know, and that's why also even when people always bring it up, it's 30 years ago. For me, it's
quite weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's gone, and it's done.
I do recall some of those stories where someone said you even had a fight with Anthony Yeboah. Was that true?
Never in life. Never in life. We never had an argument. Anthony Yeboah was very good to me. We used to visit each other in Germany, and when I came to play, he opened his arms and his doors to me. You know, he made me feel very comfortable in the national team. You know, so same like Abukari Damba at that time.
Yes.
Joe Addo was there. I told you already. Yeah. Richard Now, Ali Ibrahim. You know, Frimpong Manso, Emmanuel Ampia, Emmanuel Ama Senegal, and the others. They were very, very accommodative to me. You know, yeah.
So Tony, just to wrap up on the national team.
Mm-hmm.
Is it disappointing, or how disappointing is it for you that that generation you met, because many people have said, is the best generation in terms of talent that Ghana have had? Abedi Pele, yourself, Anthony Yeboah,
Odate Lamte, Ali Ibrahim.
They were never able to qualify for the FIFA World Cup.
Stanley Abora, Prince Polly. Yeah, I think the last bit of everything is team spirit. And the way we beat Nigeria in the semi-finals, the spirit was very, very high. And later, it was sad. This is what I heard also, but the captainship matter damped
the spirit of the team.
The spirit of the team. And the cup normally was for us. And unfortunately it didn't happen. That's why I always emphasize on good team spirit. It can take you very, very far. I remember Germany, just talking about the team spirit. Marco Reus, he was the best player of the season. Yes. Even now he's injured again, he cannot go to the World Cup.
He's quite an unfortunate player when it comes to playing at tournaments.
So he was the best player of the season, I repeat it. Germany won without him, the World Cup, you know. So team spirit is very, very important. And I think it's also important when players, and this is not so really in our culture, that we face a problem and we tell a player one-on-one, look, this and this is happening, we are not happy with this and that, you know. The generation of today is a bit different.